Overstayed 90 days in the EU, what to expect at the airport. I am not the original poster. That is you, Louis III. Posted on our Travel. The 23rd of July 14. Mood spoiler. No punishment. Less than. My girlfriend and I flew into Italy. Rented an RV and drove around Europe for almost 60 days over the 90-day limit. We fly out of Italy and have a layover in Frankfurt before heading back to the States. We are wondering what to expect at the airport. Will Italy be the determining authority on this since it's where we initially fly out of, or will we be questioned in Germany as well? What is the likelihood of a fine, ban, or worse punishment? Any advice or info would be great. Thanks y'all. Edit. For everyone wondering if we intentionally did this. No. We traveled to Morocco for 2 days thinking that would reset our 90 days, which we obviously now. No, it does not. Yes, we were stupid and should have looked more into it before assuming. Relevant comments. This comes from a person who deals with these issues. Here is how it is going to be. You will fly to Frankfurt without any issues. Still Schengen. So no border control. Once you will be transferring to your US flight, you will have to cross the border. Either you will get a careless border guard who will ignore your overstay and just clear you. The info will anyway stay in the system. Or he will explain you that you have overstayed and there will be consequences such as placing you in a 5-year travel ban. Schengen. You will leave and get to your flight. Either way. Now, as everyone is pointing out, this stuff sticks. It will stay in your EU travel history system. So the next time you will be applying for a Schengen visa, the person who will make the decision will see this. And that will be enough of a reason to deny you any future non-essential travel visas. Schengen. But then again, it will depend on the consular officer's mood. I 100% would choose to leave from Italy, not Germany. Germany is notorious for taking these things very seriously. And Italy is known for sometimes forgetting to even stamp people's passports. You're probably in trouble either way. But you're definitely maximizing the odds of it going badly with the current plan. As a German, avoid Germany. You're shoot if you try to enter Germany and fly from Germany. Germans love their rules. Update same post. We changed our flight to go directly from Italy to the US. It departs tomorrow 9:16 in the morning. I will post another update after going through security. Update 2 same post. Just made it through security. No fine. No deportation. No ban. No gulag. No one even said a word to us. They didn't scan our passport, just stamped it. Cheers y'all. Italy is known for sometimes forgetting to even stamp people's passports. That's hilarious. Yeah, this jives. Last time I traveled to Europe we entered through Rome, where we didn't get entry stamps. Exited through Frankfurt 2 weeks later. Border control questioned us. But as soon as we said we entered through Rome, they were like, yeah, okay, and sent us on our way. No issues. If OP was from a different country this wouldn't have worked. People really underestimate how much privilege a first world country passport will give you. No month per year long waits for visa approval. No one scrutinizing every inch of your passport to see if it's real. No one stopping you in TSA to see if you're smuggling drugs or are secretly a terrorist. You can just walk through TSA without any issues. Most immigrants I know would never be able to get away with overstaying 90 days in the EU and entering the US. As soon as TSA sees the country on the passport, they start questioning. We were on the S-Bahn to the Munich airport, and the ticket officer asked to see our tickets. We showed him the complimentary transit passes that came with our hotel stay. These passes did not include the outer rings of the transit network. So my wife and I got a €300 fine. Could he have let us off with a warning? Sure. But as I pointed out to my wife, the Germans aren't known for being slapdash with the rules. Edit. Just want to note that the fine may have been less. This was 4 years ago and I have a poor memory. I just remember the fine being substantial and the number 3. The person who gave great advice to Op is a G. Definitely their fault. But it was unintentional and without malice. Edit. A word. I 100% would choose to leave from Italy. Not Germany. Germany is notorious for taking these things very seriously. And Italy is known for sometimes forgetting to even stamp people's passports. Stereotypes being true is sometimes fun. I think a proper update will come when they try to enter Europe again. My girlfriend and I flew into Italy, rented an RV and drove around Europe for almost 60 days over the 90-day limit. Anyone else getting travel blogger, Instagrammer vibes from OOP? Additionally, you'd think that, if you were going to do a long trip through Europe for an extended period of time, you'd check and double-check travel and residency restrictions before finalizing any plans. I feel like passport stamps aren't a thing anymore for quite a few countries as long as you have a passport that can go through the e-gates. In the past year I've entered the UK, left the UK and entered the US, left the US and entered France, left France and entered the UK. I have 0 stamps in my passport despite my international travel. And it makes me sad. Because I like my old passports that are full of stamps. Hell, going from France to the UK border control stopped me and sent me to secondary security for having no stamp from entering France. And then let me carry on to the UK without stamping my passport either. Italy is so lax when it comes to this, it's actually hilarious. I used to fly between Germany and Italy several times a year, and while the Germans were always super anal about maximum onboard luggage, no Italian in their right mind would ever deny a Donna to carry a separate, very large handbag, purse. Tears of joy. Can anyone explain why going to Morocco didn't reset the deadline? PNG status activated upon exit. Wait till you want to visit a Schengen country in future. Yeah, they got lucky not going through Germany. Would have been a very different story. They once refused a friend of mine entry despite having a valid visa, because he could not prove he had enough funds for his travel. It's when he applies for another visa in the future and gets flagged for overstaying, he may realize it was a bad idea. It always surprises me that we Brits borrowed the phrase laissez-faire from the French, where we would have been better served taking lasciate queda from the Italians. Germany is notorious for taking these things very seriously. And Italy is known for sometimes forgetting to even stamp people's passports. Some things never changes. Do they? I'm thinking more of institutional attitudes rather than those of individuals. No punishment is nebulous. This is all tracked without stamps nowadays. Op will not be allowed back to Europe in the future. Not the great escape but the sneaky exit. As someone of Italian heritage, this checks out. We're all about vibes, food and family. If you had a good time, who cares if you overstayed? You're welcome. The OOP must be relieved that they made it out of Europe with no issues. However, I can't help but think this will come back and bite them when or if they apply for another visa. I'm sure the person reviewing visa applications will examine the applicant's travel history and will notice the time discrepancies.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.